Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode of Friday Night Explore, we're finally coming back to explore the Vampire deck. So, last time I played this deck, I faced nothing but mirror matches and I got so frustrated, I never played it again, until now. So, I wanted to try out the Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord with the Vein Ripper combo. Now that is a very good combo, but what's better is that it's in a Rakdos shell, which allow us to have Thoughtseize for early game disruption. So if we are able to disrupt our opponent's early play, and by turn 3 we can land a Vein Ripper, that's pretty much game. Most people can't fight against that. So let's talk about the whole deck list. In the early game, that's exactly what we have. We have a lot of disruption. We have 4 Thoughtseize, 1 Duress, and 4 Fatal Push. So we got a lot of hand disruption and removal just so that our opponent does not get their tempo on. Then on turn 2, we got even more disruption in 2 more Bitter Triumph. We also have 4 Dusk Legion Zealot for card draw, but also a Vampire. We have 4 Bloodtithe Harvester for maybe tempo, but mostly for the Vampire package. We also have 2 Smuggler Copter that can help us loot more cards and get us into the Sorin plus Vein Ripper combo. In turn 3, we have 3 Preacher of the Schism, 4 Sorin, and 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker that help us push through the combo. And finally, we have a 6 mana play in Vein Ripper, 4 off that we almost never play. What we want to do is cheat them out with Sorin. So to do that, you can see it's pretty low to the ground tempo deck. We don't really want to hardcast 6 mana spell, so that's why we are holding on to 24 lands only. So and the lands we're gonna have is 1 Hive, 3 Swamps, 1 Takenuma, and that's all of our black mana. Then we're gonna have 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 4 Blood Crypt, 4 Sulfurious Spring, and 3 Cavern of Souls naming Vampire. That can help us cast all of our vampire spells, and we don't have a lot of red spells, so we don't really need mountains, right? There's 12 red sources that can help us cast our Fable, which is our only red source requirement that are non-creature based. The Cavern of Souls, added to the total of 15, can also help us cast the Bloodtithe Harvester, and there's only 1 red pip, so I think we're good. Now we also have 4 Mutavault, which can turn into a vampire, or basically turn into all creature types, and then be a 2/2 creature. But beyond just that, one of the great things about Mutavault being able to turn into a vampire is its ability with Sorin. We can +1 to put some counter on the Mutavault, and it becomes Death Touch lifelink. So if we're dying, we can get life out of that. We can also do the other +1 and sack a vampire. Well, what if we don't have a vampire? We can sack a land and still deal 3 damage and gain 3 life. Because how low curve our whole deck is, sometimes it's okay for us to sack lands. As long as we have Sorin out, we can always cheat out our big cast in Vein Ripper just in the -3 ability. So that is the whole idea of this deck. The Sorin Vampire deck is something that I think a lot of people are already seeing hundreds of times of, and I think it is one of the top tier meta decks in the current Explorer metagame or Pioneer metagame. It's very strong, right? Vein Ripper is a very strong card. Being able to cheat it out is even stronger, and be able to back that up with a lot of disruptions and removal is almost unbeatable. So that's really all I got for this deck introduction. It's a very simple deck. Let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is J4D Ronin. Hey, it's JD. I think I've played him before. We're gonna go first. Double Vein Ripper. Is that a good enough opener though? We have no Thoughtseize. I would like to have a Thoughtseize in the opener, but if he Thoughtseizes me, right, I don't think it hurts as much. So I'm gonna go with it. I don't think he can make me discard my Cavern, but if I just drop this Sulfurious Spring, I think he will already know what I'm playing. That's fine. Still gonna do it. Alright, Surveil land. Cool. Wow. Now all I need is a one other land. Let's see if I get there. Don't always get there. That's the unfortunate truth. Technically didn't get there. Let's see if there's interactions for the Bloodtithe Harvester. Let's see if there's interactions for the Bloodtithe Harvester. Is this a mill deck? That's interesting. Alright. Shark Typhoon. Okay. That's already 6 damage on board. You can't just ignore those. The mirror deck's doing the mirror deck things. Cool. You want to take 6? There's a Fable. It's probably countering the Fable. If it has a counter spell, it's coming out. There's a 3 steps. Okay. You still gotta do something, right? That's a lot of damage coming in. So just taking it. It's going down to 5. I mean, he's probably countering this. Let's be honest here. No way he's not countering this. So wow. Okay.
Defeating you will not bring me pleasure, nor pain. Join my crusade.
Gloomy surprised. Memory deluged? Sure. Unless you got some sort of exile ability, don't you just die? To the Vein Ripper on board? Yeah, goodbye. You got it. Alright, our opponent is MTG Adam. Yo, I'm pretty sure you're not the only Adam that plays MTG. That's gutsy to just take everyone's name like that. Alright, cannot play the Bloodtithe Harvester. That makes me take pause on whether or not I can keep this hand. I do need a red for Fable on their 3rd mana. So, is this a keepable hand? Probably not, right? Just having a Thoughtseize is not good enough. Ha! Well, okay. This is a lot worse. I gotta say, this is a lot worse. But we'll make do. Mountain. Soulscar Mage. Can't block the Soulscar Mage, so maybe we'll just Smuggler Copter first. Because this will just take a damage for no reason. Alright. We'll Preacher. I'll use Preacher as a wall. Unfortunately, that's the best I can do right now. If he burns Preacher, then I have to turn the Smuggler Copter live. Let's see if he wants to burn the Smuggler Copter. I blocked, so I get to draw and discard a card. Sorin. I can discard a Dust Legion Zealot. I might need the Takenuma. It's pretty scary. Down to 15. Alright, can I get what I want next turn? Play with fire. Why did you do that at the... What the heck? I'm so confused. 3 damage to any target and gain 3 life. Alright, so I can do that. Guess we'll draw a card and lose a life. That's not a card I wanted to draw. Push. And we'll go to my turn. Bitter Triumph. Now I could sack my Dust Legion just to kill the Soulscar Mage. Is that worth it? It's not lifelink, right? Target creature control gains Death Touch and lifelink. Pull up a Swarmstone counter on it if it's a vampire.
I have not survived millennia to stand down now. Your
Kill the mage, gain the life. I do want to talk in Numa, but I think I might need to play this so that I can hold up a Bitter Triumph. If it plays Giganta, I can just kill it. It's pretty good for me. Ooh. Okay, I do want to play the Preacher. Okay, GG, I guess. Your mono red deck didn't plan out? Jeez. Alright, our opponent is Felt VS. Felt versus. I don't know, it's a crazy opener, but if they have one Thoughtseize, we're kind of screwed. Probably gonna turn one Thoughtseize me. No, Mountain. Soulscar Mage. Alright, so you're telling me there's a chance. I'm not even gonna Thoughtseize this, right? How scary can his hand be? Having a removal will always help. Then I'll take the one if it's just one. Cool. Bloodtithe Harvester. It does die to the play with fire, but that's play with fire not coming to my face. And that's quite important, I think. I like my face. I like my face to be pristine and alive. But our opponent does not agree with that. What? Yeah, there you go. That's a lot. That's a lot. But you know what else is a lot? Your veins. Let me rip them.
I guess you'll do.
Good luck. Hardcast light of the stage. What does this do? +2. And a monster's roll. So you can kill the Vein Ripper. I didn't block and then you quit. Alright, take that, red. Alright, our opponent is Bone Daddy. If you're not playing a skeleton aggro, I think you gotta quit the whole game. Opponent goes first. Ooh, can't play the Bloodtithe Harvester even though with a double Thoughtseize. Can I afford to keep this hand? I'm gonna, you know, be an idiot and keep it. Gonna probably regret it. Thoughtseize. They're gonna go take my Sorin. I don't know if that's too bad for me. I'm not gonna be able to play it. And I got 2 Thoughtseizes coming. Yeah, not gonna be able to play the. Oh, that's interesting deck. Matter Reshaper, Yawgmoth, Nightmare. So I'm gonna take this and I'll take that next turn. Dice, reveal the top card of your library. You may put that on the battlefield. So just a card draw. Let's just take the Yawgmoth. It's a scarier card. Okay, so he could -3/-3 my Bloodtithe Harvester. That's something to be wary of. So I guess we'll Smuggler Copter. Matter Reshaper. Coolio. Alright, so I want to Thoughtseize him. Case Elspeth Nightmare. Virtue. There's a pay a lot of life. So I don't think he can remove this, but do I care that much? I'm not. Am I blocking? Most likely not, right? Let me draw a card. Down to 9. Pretty scary. Case. Land. What does this do on turn 2? Choose what? Reveal their hand and then choose a non-creature, non-land card, and I have to discard that card. So I'm gonna lose my Thoughtseize. I'm okay with that. He took my Thoughtseize. Matter Reshaper. I mean, okay, hold on a second. Do I want to lose this Harvester? It's a pretty good card. Can I afford to go down to 6? I gave him a card anyways? No, I don't want to do that. Let's just let this thing happen. That's just a land. I go to my turn. What do I draw? A land. Let's toss that land. Keep the Harvester. Cool. Let me draw a card and not discard a card. He's down to 7. I can afford to take some damage. He's gonna exile my graveyard, but that's not really anything. The motorcycle outside agreed with me. Cool, you got it. I'll go down to. Do I want to go down to 2? If I go down to 2, right? If he kills me, he kills me. Because if he doesn't kill me, I can kill his blocker, and he just dies from the board. He attacked into this? What? Buddy! Can you count? Alright, our opponent is Bonana. Lots of bones today. Wow, this hand. This hand. Jesus. Alright, let's hope that we draw 1 land and our opponent doesn't Thoughtseize us turn 1. That's 2 big things that we need to happen. That doesn't usually happen because we're going second. So let's hope for the best. Sorin has a funny face here. He looks like the Fraggle Rock. Yep. So are we playing this game or what? Bonana? It's like a banana, but in your bone. That just sounds weird. That sounds dirty. Hello? I'm out of jokes. Not a stand-up comedian. Can you please play the game? Bonana? Na 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 bonana. Seriously. Alright, we it's been a whole minute of just him. Is he even mulliganing? Alright, fine. Like, is he even looking at his hand? Oh, Lunar Veteran, huh? Well. Well. What kind of deck you playing? I see a lot of CCs. Do I want to stop the CC? It is an Angel deck, right? He doesn't have anything turn 2. Did I stop the Skyclave? The Resplendent. Stop the Skyclave. Drop our Bloodtithe Harvester as a blocker. Next turn, Vangs. There's Resplendent. I want your Vangs.
Depart taste my join my crusade.
Nah. I'll wait it out. Probably gonna CC me this turn. Oh, didn't matter. Still got it. There goes my sword. No. Wow. Did not expect that. Why didn't you take out the Sorin? Okay, so I can Dusk Legion Zealot. I draw a card. I will plus sack this.
Thank you for your service.
3 damage to this. And then we can push the apparition. And then we'll attack. I'll be alive. I'm 23. I'm good. Now I can cycle the Sulphurous Spring if I need to. That's GG. Angels, no match for vampires. Confirmed. Alright, our opponent is Tosayuki. Tosayuki? Whatever Yuki you are. The Bloodtithe Harvester is nice, but I don't have a red. I'm gonna keep because I have Sorin and maybe I can cheat something out. But not looking good, to be honest. That's another red. Selfless Savior is also annoying. This is a Malia deck. They're gonna combo me before I get to do anything, huh? Well, I mean, they're gonna have to sack it. Yep. Alright, this is where it starts to get scary. Because I need lands to play the game. What do you know? I'll pay the 3 life. Life is a resource. Oh, finally. Okay. So we get this land. Do we Fable or do we Sorin? I don't think we Sorin, right? I think Fable is better. Attacks. Gets his map token. I'm not gonna block. Extract. Oh, jeez. Alright. What are you gonna extract there? Oh, Growth Walker. And then also grows. They also get a Lively Dirge. No, there's all the good cards coming in. You didn't want it? Insanity. Alright. I do kind of want a Bloodtithe Harvester, don't I? What can I do with the Bloodtithe Harvester, honestly? Not much. Can I get a Vein Ripper, please? No, another Sorin. If I just attack here, right? The Extraction Specialist would just kill the 2/2. That's not really doing much. Oh, those are bad draws. The Bloodtithe Harvester. I mean, if I had that, it wouldn't really help. Do I want the extra mana here? I can't cheat a vampire. I can give this Death Touch. That's the best I can do. Huh. That's great. Another Wild Growth Walker. That's 2 Wild Growth Walkers. They're gonna grow the heck out. Mana Confluence. Oh, he's probably gonna take my Bitter Triumph this way, right? We'll pay 3 life. Get rid of the Sentinel. Stop him from exploring. And now he's only got a 4-3 that can attack me. My face. Now Sorin? No respect for Sorin, huh? Yeah, there you go. Alright, it's still kind of tricky to play this out. I could kill the bat at a cost of 1 life. Or I can kill the old growth walker. And get a treasure. Let's see how he blocks. So and he sack a vampire to kill this walker? Do I want to have a Sorin back? I kind of do want to have a Sorin back, right? How good is this talking Numa? So if I play it, I can't really channel it. But I can't really channel it next turn anyway, so yeah, let's go for it. Double attack the Sorin. Not gonna block. I have a Sorin in my hand. Okay. Nice top decks. Okay. I kind of do want a fatal push, right? I push for the Sorin back, so I guess I'll have to decline this. Feels dumb, but guess we'll do it. So you have 2 blockers with the Hive. Right, I could use the Hive, or I can push the Cavern bats, then I can't use the Hive. Actually, I could still use the Hive, attack, and then I get to exile a card. I don't know if this matters too much. Also, don't gain any life this way, right? I'm not the aggro right now, he's the aggro. Bloodtithe Harvester. That's a pretty nice draw. I gotta ping myself to play him. I can kill the extraction specialist. But I think I'd much rather kill the Wild Growth Walker. See what he draws? Could be something really scary. What? Come on, I'm at 7, you coward. That was not a good game. I mean, like, you could have played it out. You could definitely play it out just because they're 2 reflections. Alright, our opponent is Rain. That looks more like Molten Lava than Rain, but you do you. Not everyone can spell. Opponent goes first. Duress. We have 4 Thoughtseize and 1 Duress, but I dropped Duress, so guess we'll go with it. What deck are you? Oh, I know this deck. I am this deck. Bloodtithe Harvester. Did I just push the Harvester? I can push the Harvester and push whatever else he plays next turn. It's just gonna play the Copter next turn, right? Still. I think I push. Can he do anything? He can push himself. There's that. Mutavault. Ah, he gets his Fable. Damn it. Alright, fine. I too have a Fable. No, always pitch 2 cards. Why did you want to keep a swamp? Are you saying the rest of your deck is not as good as a swamp? That can't be it, right? Would you like to push my 2/2? I mean, if it was Sorin and Vein Ripper and he's just slow playing, I'm gonna be so mad.
If you threaten Innistrad, I will take it personally.
So it's Sorin but not Vein Ripper. Alright, he fatal pushes this little guy. Pay 3 life. Kill your Sorin. My triumph was bitter.
Little trust I had.
Cool. He's a lot of lands. He's got a lot of lands for sure. I guess I sort of also have a lot of lands. But he does have more stuff than me. If I can hold out for 2 turns, it will come back. But I gotta be able to hold out, right? And that's the hard part. Is he gonna Mutavault and copy the Mutavault for the attack? I mean, that's not a very good attack if he just copies a Mutavault. Sure. No. I think he wants to fatal push the reflection. Force him to play the blood token to push the reflection. Huh. Bloodtithe Harvester. Bloodtithe Harvester is really good with the Fable. Well, it's a good thing I got it before him. So I'm gonna play the Harvester, copy, kill his Fable. That means the Preacher can go. Can't play the Vein Ripper here. Kill it with fire. He gets another blood token, and then it dies. If I attack here, just trade with the thing that goes away. Cool. Dusk Legion, that's not a bad card. It's not the worst card you can draw there. Thoughtseize. You got it. You really want me to discard a Vein Ripper? I have 4 lands. Cool. Now you have to use the Bloodtithe Harvester on the Reflection, or he's gonna get super punished. Yep. I like to keep the Copter. It is better than a random card. That being said, though, not as good as a Vein Ripper here. Gotta be honest. If I attack with the Bloodtithe Harvester, right, he's going to turn the Mutavault on to block it. I'd rather he doesn't do that. That's a trade I'm willing to take. Drop the Smuggler Copter. What can I? Why did I tap a freaking land? Oh my god. Can I please draw something? A land? Okay, fine. A land is marginally acceptable. He also killed his Mutavault, so he can't play a Vein Ripper. Very interesting turn of event. How would you like to fight the Vein Ripper? Is it time to quit? Haha! I can also copy the Vein Ripper with the Reflection. And that would be a buttload of damage. I think he has a push, but he can't actually use the push on the Reflection. Now he can use the push on the Bloodtithe Harvester, or he can use the blood, but then he has to discard a push. Discard a card is part of the activation. Right? 1 mana, tap, discard a card, and sack his artifact, all before the colon, all part of your activation. So he's kind of screwed. Yeah, our opponent's been nice. Let's give him the yeah. He's still looking at his cards. He's wondering what he can do with the push, and I don't think he can do anything with the push. Okay, do we want to copy the Reflection the Vein Ripper right now before he gets a chance to do anything? Copying the Vein Ripper hits him for 6. GG. It hits him for too much, I think. Let me do the math here. I think it hits him for 6. Won't let me do the math. Okay, goodbye. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, how did you feel? This deck is strong. This deck is absolutely a beast. I think we won 9 out of 10 games, or at least 7 out of 8 games. I forgot to keep track of how many games because I was having so much fun. But what I've noticed is that once you win too many games, you start queuing up with or against Amalia decks, which is the top of the top tier in the current Explorer metagame. I hate Amalia decks so much. I used to love it because it's a combo deck and I love combo decks, but I don't like decks that are overrepresented, and I feel like that deck is overrepresented. It's just always there whenever I play Explorer. Just like this deck. This deck is also always there whenever I play Explorer, but at the very least, right, this deck has a lot of play patterns that require you to think about. Amalia is just, you drop Amalia, you try to combo, and you win. But this, it's not just trying to drop Sorin and drop Vein Ripper and you win, because for one, it's not very easy to draw Sorin and Vein Ripper onto turn 3, and 2, you don't just automatically win with a 6/5 flying ward creature on board. You still got to be able to deal the 20 damage to your opponent. So a lot of the back package is about, when do we sacrifice to Sorin, right? When do we activate the Bloodtithe Harvester? What do we Thoughtseize? When do we Thoughtseize? Do we disrupt our opponent first, or do we press the tempo first? There are a lot of considerations to be made with this deck, which is what I think about when I play and when I feel like it's fun about this deck. I do think this is a very strong deck, definitely oppressive, but I don't think ban-worthy. I do think that the Rakdos Vampire deck is one to watch out for whenever you're playing against anyone on Explorer. If you do see a Thoughtseize on a red-black land, just know that this is a Rakdos Vampire deck most likely, and be wary of turn 3 Sorins. Hold up your counterspell, hold up something to stop it from Vein Rippering you. That's really all I can say. This is a very strong deck. I hope you enjoyed it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.